Hi, I'm Michał, a principal engineer at Callstack, and this is React Native Optimization in Practice, a series of short videos illustrating best practices for optimal React Native performance. And this episode is about using dedicated SDKs, platform native SDKs, over web ones. So we have a small project here that uses internationalization number format to format some numbers in German in this case, and we display this text inside. And to support that formatting, we're including a bunch of polyfills for internationalization because we thought that our JavaScript engine, which is Hermes, is not supporting all the internationalization APIs. What we can learn from this React Native optimization guide that we written, and if you haven't have your copy yet, you can get it for free here, is that when we are using internationalization APIs and polyfills, some of those are not really necessary, at least as of January 2025. And we use a lot of those in our project. So we can see that we can remove almost a half of those polyfills from our application. And we hope that this would translate to smaller JavaScript and smaller app size and essentially faster time to interactive. In our repository, we have some instructions on how to run bundle and Hermes compiler. These are normally run by React Native tooling for you, so you don't really need to run Hermes compiler yourself. But for the sake of this episode, we'll just dirt out on those two commands, because what is important to know is that the final JavaScript that ends up on your user's devices is not actually JavaScript. It's a bytecode, which is a different representation optimized by Hermes engine to avoid some of the work at runtime that could be done before loading your JavaScript. So let's run the bundle command first. And now that we have that done, we can run Hermes compiler on that bundle. And we can also run this command to see what's the size. So we can see that the JavaScript bundle is 3.5 megabyte and Hermes bytecode is 2.3. It's smaller, which is great. Now, let's remove some of those redundant, unnecessary polyfills and run these commands once again. Yeah, now Hermes and the listing. What we can see now is that the JavaScript is 3.2 megabytes, which is smaller by around 300 kilobytes. And what's even better is that the Hermes bytecode used to be 2.3, and now it's 2.1 megabytes. So it's around 200 kilobytes smaller. And this translates to smaller app size and potentially faster time to interactive on some devices. So this is already great, and I'm pretty sure a lot of your apps have those unnecessary polyfills, so make sure to check those. The guide also mentions that you could use dedicated crypto libraries. For example, if you're using Crypto.js, you can replace it with React Native Quick Crypto for like 50 times faster execution. And what you most likely use is the navigation. So instead of using JavaScript stack, you can use native stack navigator, and you can import it like this from the React navigation native stack. And similar for tabs navigator, you can use the native one using the bottom tabs React navigation project and enjoy those platform specific and optimized solutions for tab navigation for iOS, Android, and also for tvOS, visionOS, and Android TV. This is all native and optimized for those platforms. The guide also mentions a bunch of other libraries that you could use instead of the ones that you're maybe familiar from the web. So I highly recommend to check those. And for now, this is all I wanted to convey in this episode. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that you learned something about using platform dedicated SDKs and how you can apply that in your day-to-day work and in your real projects to make real impact. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to follow us on your favorite social media platform, and see you.